Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. Well, what can I say? That's it. Season's over. Well, more or less over. I mean, we got a right tonking last night by a very, very good team. I mean, looking at it last night, what it really brought home to me was where we are and where we want to be. And one of the things that was really, really eye-opening for me yesterday is that we were interviewing some fans after the game. And we actually interviewed some Bayern Munich fans. And the Bayern Munich fans said to me, they said, we were a bit disappointed in Arsenal. We thought you were better than that. You know, we thought that you show more fight and that, you know, that you would give us more trouble, but it was kind of easy for us. And I'm telling you, that really pained me. When I heard that, that was the realisation to me of where we are now. We are a good team, but you saw last night with Bayern Munich that they're a class above. And it's the accumulation of when you sell all your best players and you don't reinvest. And we've just got a good team. And we are where we are in the league. We're probably the fifth best team in the league because we haven't beaten Man United, we haven't beaten City, we haven't beaten Chelsea. We beat Tottenham, but we're probably where we're supposed to be at the moment in the league. I'm hoping that we can push on and get into that fourth spot, but we're probably where we are supposed to be in the league. And let's face it, most of us who went there last night, we were, our heart was saying, yes, we can do this, but our head was saying, we were looking at that Bayern Munich team. They're a very, very good team. And more or less, it sort of turned out in a way just how we really thought with our heads that it would. We were outclassed. We were completely outclassed. They were a much, much better team than us. And then on top of that, the mistakes we made. I mean, Szczesny last night, yet again, I've been saying this for weeks, he needs to be pushed. He's a good keeper. He's still young. He's a good keeper, but we should have brought in an experienced keeper that pushes him, that when he has a couple of bad games, he knows he's under pressure for his place. Who's going to put him under pressure at the moment? Manoni? Come on. Vermaelen last night. I mean, I know we've all had this thing where we've been slating Santos and that. Santos could not have done any worse than Thomas Vermaelen last night. I know he was sort of not playing in his favourite position, but I wouldn't say he's playing out of position. For Belgium, he plays at left back many times. But last night, he just looked like someone who was just completely lost. So many times he was out of position. He didn't know where to go. And Bayern Munich, very ruthlessly, they just exploited that. And they just exploited all the defensive errors. And, clinical team, make a mistake, boom, you're dead. And we were outclassed last night. We have to face it. We were outclassed by a team that is a level above us. And I saw their level and I was thinking, that's where I want us to be. I want Arsenal to be on that level with Bayern so that we're challenging again. And I don't want no Bayern Munich fans coming and telling me that they're disappointed because our levels dropped so far. So, it was really, really frustrating last night. And I don't know, interviewing a lot of fans after the game, there wasn't loads of people screaming Wenger out and things like that like it was on Saturday. The anger wasn't there, but a lot of fans sort of felt like me that, hey, we're outclassed. That's where we need to get. And I understand that Stan Kroenke was there last night. If that doesn't show him that he needs to invest money in the club, then what will? If he's not going to do it, then he needs to step aside and let Usmanov come in, who's willing to invest the money, because we can see what lack of investment brings. It brings just a good team. And with Arsene Wenger, listen, I love Arsene Wenger. I even put his shirt on today to remind me of the good times, right? I love the guy. It's not just the fact that he's won trophies. What we have to remember is Arsene Wenger brought a certain philosophy and style of football to Arsenal Football Club. But is his time running out? I personally say we give Arsene Wenger till the end of his contract. I don't want him gone yet because I'd be worried who'd come in if it was the same sort of funding. But I'd like him to be given another year with proper money to spend and see what he does. If he doesn't do it then, if he doesn't at least get us challenging, not necessarily even I mean, I want to win a trophy, but I want to be challenging. I want to be in there at the end of the season challenging. If he's unable to do that, then it's time for him to step down as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not going to knee-jerk today and say, get him out today. I think that would be ridiculous. We could possibly end up not even getting nowhere near fourth if we did that. But I'd say give him till the end of his contract and let's see what he does. And I never thought I'd say that because I've always been a real pro-Wenger guy. Let me get into the tweets and see what you guys thought about the game last night. Niall Duffy says, if we lose to Tottenham, our season is over and I will lose faith in Wenger. The man who put us on the map is destroying us. That Tottenham game is, it's massive now. We always get to this time of the season where every game's just massive, massive, massive. That Tottenham game is absolutely massive. Rohit Reddy says, Bradford, Blackburn, Bayern, the three Bs, that is, eliminate Arsenal from all cups as Arsenal move from being first class to second class with first class ticket rates. He also says, when are the board going to learn that it's not the pitch or the stadium that matter, it's what's on it that matters. Alex Flynn says, no other words for it, we were outclassed. Can't fault the effort, really hard to see Jack in tears, but no trophy again. Word for Jack Wilshere. Outstanding again last night. He is our captain now. He's the one carrying the fight. I even saw him slagging off Vermaelen one time last night, excuse me, for his positioning. Jack Wilshere, awesome. And I thought Rosicky as well when he came on. I liked his dynamism. He was dynamic, moving forwards. There's a hope for us getting into that top four before the end of the season with those guys performing. Adi Pari says, what's the point in qualifying for the cup, for a cup? I think he's talking about the Champions League. We haven't got a cat's hell chance in winning. They say money. I say we must spend that money. True. Hassi Wally says, Robbie, I've got nothing left to say. There's a limit to being poor. We're Arsenal, not Reading. They made us look like Reading last night at times. Kez says, that is the result you get when you've got a mediocre football team and they're playing the second best team in the world. Very true. While Delaji says, I swear I did not cry since Arsenal versus Barcelona in 2006. I remember, I was there. I was crying as well that night. Arsenal made me cry again. It was so sad last night, he says. Sanjay Muzumada, I hope I pronounced that right. Rhymes with Wenger, that. He says, the question is, would Fergie still be standing if it was 8 years without any silverware? They might give him a blight if he had no money to spend. Sandrick Lecantrefel, there were some real names today to twist me up, especially this time in the morning. He says, we all know Bayern are a great team. Where were the tactics from Wenger? Wilshere was the only fearless Gooner on the pitch, and I must say the tactics last night were all wrong. Playing Theo Walcott up front on his own didn't work. They didn't get any ball to him. He didn't get any service. And then when Giroud came on, it sort of improved, but that chance that Giroud had to make it 2-2, if that was have been Cavani or one of those guys, would they have been more clinical and put it away? That is what your money buys you. Not that I'm faulting Giroud, he's a great up-and-coming prospect, but that instant class is what Arsenal need. And Mohammed Al-Ansari says, I have a great idea how to improve this team. He said, how about we let the ladies' first team, let the ladies be our first team, because they've won more trophies than the men. Oh, my God. It's really sad. It's really sad. What we got to do now is, I think, we can forget about the Champions League because we'd have to go over there and beat them 3-0 at their place. I mean, when I said that to these Bayern Munich fans last night, they just started laughing. They're unbeaten on their ground this season. They're running away with the Bundesliga. We can see last night they're a class team. Yeah, we go there and we just go for it. If we get beaten 6-0, we're getting beat 6-0. I think we go there and we just go gun-ho. And you never know, a miracle could happen. But let's face it, we're out of the Champions League. All we can hope for now is top 4 or even better than that if we can win as many games as we can. We got to concentrate on that Aston Villa game. We got to go out there. We got to get behind the team as fans. I know we're depressed, but we got to get behind the team. And the fat players have got to deliver. They've got big games coming up. Villa's a big game. Tottenham's a massive game. Swansea away. They're all big games. Let's concentrate on that. Let's get that 4th place. Let's get to the end of the season. Then let's spend some money, Stan Kroenke. Let's bring in the quality players that are needed. There's not, listen, we don't need to go out and buy 10 players. We probably need to add 3-4 world-class players to that team, pushing all players in every position, and next season we may be able to go out there and challenge Bayern Munich. That's what I want to see. I want to see us on the pitch, toe-to-toe against Bayern Munich, against Barcelona, against Man United, Man City, where before the game you don't even know who's going to win. You don't even know where to put your bet. That's where I want us to be. Don't forget, we're doing a live hangout tonight. We're going to be doing it from 10 o'clock tonight. 10 o'clock live hangout. That's 10 o'clock GMT. Make sure you check it out. That should be really interesting, getting everybody's points of view on the game last night. If you want to join the hangout, the link is right here. Just make sure you check it out. Don't forget to leave your comments. We're always interested to know what you're saying, so please leave your comments. I'll try and make sure I will answer as many of those as I possibly can. There's so many of them, but we do read absolutely every comment that you send in to us, so please keep your comments going. Don't forget the Jack Wilshere t-shirt is now on sale. That's flying out at the moment. You can see why. He's the hero at the moment. That brilliant Jack Wilshere t-shirt. Make sure you get one of those. I'll try and rock one of those for the next aftermath. And Instagram, don't forget, send us your pictures. And, we like to feel and find out about your experience at the game. We love that when you send that into us. So send us your pictures into Instagram. Again, the link is here for you to send in that. And I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been watching Arsenal Fan TV. It's been absolutely amazing what's been going on here since we started this off. 4 months, and we've got 500,000 people have watched this channel already in 4 months. It's absolutely incredible. Over 6,000 subscribers. Gooners, you are the best supporters in the world. I know you're feeling depressed at the moment. I know you're feeling down at the moment, but things will get better. And you know what? Just before I go, I just remembered something. These cheeky Bayern Munich fans last night singing "Football's Coming Home." Football's coming home. Oh my gosh. They really rubbed it in. And big up my cameraman, because last night he can speak German, and he actually was able to converse with some of them German fans. I was telling him some things to say, but he refused to say them. Thanks for listening to Aftermath. Aston Villa, we're going to do ya. The Arsenal Fan TV shop is now open. Get your official AFTV merchandise now, including the limited edition In Bully We Trust t-shirt, as well as the Arsenal Fan TV shirts and hoodies.